Hello, this is Dr. Zhu here, and I'm here with Mr. Yusuf, Malik, Gabol.
Hello.
And we are talking about all these red tape issues. And the next is here, why kids are bulldozed into professions by parents and their own preferences are ignored. I found this here a lot of injustice on that part.
Well, you may call it injustice.
Yes.
But because I think, again, the infrastructure of the Western world is missing over here. The amount of universities and career counseling and all that on a professional level is not available, then it is left from the parents to guide their kids. And that usually happens when the father sees the next door neighbor's son is a barrister and he's making a lot of money, so he wants his son to be a barrister. Or if he's the next door neighbor's son or somebody they know in the family is a doctor and he's making, so they mean well for their children. Then there is a business that they have, sometimes they're
the family business, and they are being sucked back into staying there.
And they're making good money.
But they're unhappy. I see so many youngs, even in their 30s, being stuck in family businesses. They are unhappy, choosing, alternative ways to find happiness.
Yeah, but you see, the thing is, it's a way of earning, right? If you already have a business, it's established, and God knows it takes a lot of hard work to establish a business and that too make it successful, then it's a shame all that is thrown away because your son wants to be a songwriter. Well, in Western world, yes, fine, because again, he goes and adopts his own career anyway. After 18, you are pushed into the world.
Yeah.
Over here, the parents are supposed to nurture and spoon feed you even when the child is 40 years old.
Now that spoon feeding is a little bit far away from our society.
Even you're married, you've got children, but
where is the self-responsibility?
Yeah, we don't have that here.
Right.
The bonding is not there. So that is the reason why parents tell those kids what they should do and what they should. But as again I say, as Western education is entering into our lives and more kids are doing O-levels and A-levels and going abroad, they are pursuing the careers that they like. But there are some basic families who are into traditional business and they want their children to continue that. But if they've got 5 kids, not all of them go into that.
Yes.
2 will, 3 will not.
And
so that's that.
I've been seeing this and witnessing with my own eyes, and I see that all these kids who are actually being sucked back into the family business and they are unhappy, they are only doing it for the money. And once they are getting adults, actually, all the illnesses come to happen one after the other because they are just so much in denial, saying that they don't want to do the family business. So they rather get sick to get away.
You need to change the complete infrastructure of the society. You see, everything supplements and complements the other.
Yes.
You cannot look at things in isolation.
Yes.
It has to, there are wings and you have to...
But things happens and change happens on the individual level at home at the smallest cell. So any social change will come on starting at the smallest cell at home.
If you've got a career counseling in universities and colleges and more universities are there, and if you are an educated parent, for example, my daughter wanted to be a doctor. Then she changed her mind, she wanted to be a lawyer, and then she did her master's in London on a subject. I spoke to her the other day and she's now wanting to do journalism. After her master's, now she wants a degree in journalism or a course or whatever. So I've never told her what she should do or she should not do.
But that's human growing. I believe every child is supposed to allow the journey to travel and find their own path. And I believe parents don't have the patience to wait for that.
Parents don't have the education to think in those lines.
They want to have security for the kids as soon as possible.
Yes, because they have struggled themselves to attain a position. They don't want the same hardship and struggle for the kids. So they want to hand it over in a platter to them.
But Yusuf, you know that not me, I'm not that much of an expert on that, but if you look at psychologists and family psychologists, and they look at kids in a way that if you want to grow a child And hardship is the only way the child is going to have an experience, a feeling, and they are going to be able to making a decision for themselves.
Absolutely.
So self-responsibility comes after their own actions. For sure, they're not going to go back and do it again.
Absolutely.
So what I meant to say is that wouldn't it be good for parents to start thinking a bit earlier and have a little freedom and trusting for their kids and guide them, opposed to pushing them?
Only if you have an infrastructure to support such thinking. If you think, yes, my child, let him go out and learn it the hard way, and you know he's going out and there's a desert, he's going to get no water, he's going to get no food, probably halfway he'll be dead, you'd stop him.
My question is that you as a parent, did you prepare your kid to go out on a journey that he's smart enough to make his own decision? Because by my opinion, parents don't trust themselves that they did a good job with the kids, so therefore they keep interfering.
My kids had Western education, they went to school in London, they went to university in London, so I did not have that problem.
Yeah.
But yes, people have limited choices in Pakistan. So you got to make the best of those. And I think that is where a little bit of bulldozing comes in.
Yes, so I believe this is an important message for parents to look into themselves and trust themselves, and if they did a good job with their kids growing up and they give them enough wisdom, then they have to be able to let go so the kid can make their own decisions and
provided you have the infrastructure to support that.
Well, they may have to get another job to support their own. So
no, we are talking about first education, and then you choose a career.
And we're talking about different layers of Pakistan right now. I'm talking about those who actually get to and being pushed into profession. Obviously, they're coming from a different family than those who are illiterate. So I believe this is what, because I've been seeing this with my own eyes. So, and I believe for a child to stand up and talk to the parents and say, hey, I'm unhappy, let's look into that. Maybe the business can be solved in a different way, or if we sell the business and retain a percentage or something.
You should interview a family, a man who has his business and whose child does not want to do that business, and he made him do that business.
Yes.
He will give you the answers that you're looking for.
I have patients like that, and with multiple illnesses. So basically, thank you so much, Yusuf, and thank you parents and everyone listening for us. We will be right back. Thank you.